But the question we're really focusing on tonight is whether India should break off ties with Pakistan. The Home Minister, in an interview to a British daily earlier this week, had hinted that India could break off business, transport and tourist links with Islamabad if it fails to help investigate the attacks in Mumbai. And he said, and I quote him here, that there are many links between India and Pakistan. If Pakistan does not cooperate and does not help to bring the perpetrators to heel, those ties will become weaker and one day snap. Why would we entertain Pakistani business people? Why would we entertain tourists in India? Why would we send tourists there? Well, joining us on the panel tonight, first KC Singh, the former secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, who joins us from here in Delhi. Siddharth Varadarajan, the strategic affairs editor of The Hindu, here in the studio with us. On the phone line, Senator Mushahid Hussain joins us from Lahore in Pakistan. And Dr. Abhishek Singhvi, the spokesperson of the Congress party, also joins us from here in Delhi. Mr. Singh, to you first, what do you make firstly of David Miliband's comments today saying that those behind Mumbai should be tried in Pakistan? Clearly, Delhi wouldn't be happy with that.
Well, in principle, you can't disagree with him because the principle is extradite or prosecute. But in reality, we know the kind of justice which will be obtained there. Omar Sheikh, who was involved with the killing of Daniel Pearl, even though he was sentenced to death, but he's still somewhere in a jail. That sentence has not been executed. So in principle, you can't disagree with it. But I think what is happening is that Pakistan has been working to a plan. And the plan is to deny everything in the beginning. They realize that if they concede the first step, which is conceding that the perpetrator we had in a custody in Mumbai was a Pakistani, then everything else will follow from that. And they'll find it very difficult to deny the rest. And I think they've been largely successful in buying time for themselves. And they brought it to the end of Bush presidency. And therefore, that is one of the game plans they had.
Siddharth, how do you look at Miliband's comments?
Well, I think they're naive. I think they're unhelpful because the question that Britain, India, other countries have to confront is what can you do to make sure Pakistan investigates the case on the basis of material that India has handed over to it or on the basis of material that other countries have in their possession which they have made over to the Pakistanis. There are any number of leads that are contained in that dossier which Pakistan is duty bound to pursue. And I think by raising the issue of whether they will be prosecuted there or not, I think that's, I'm not sure that's very helpful at this point. As KC Singh said, Mr. Miliband ought to know that the Pakistani judicial system is not all that independent as he makes out. In fact, most of the good judges, in fact, were kicked out when Musharraf came. They haven't been reinstated. So there are huge problems in the manner in which any Pakistani prosecution would be mounted. And Mr. Zardari himself, whose wife Benazir Bhutto was assassinated, has no faith in the Pakistani... He
wants the UN to probe her death.
Absolutely, he wants that.
Let me ask Dr. Abhishek Singhvi now. Dr. Singhvi, are you disappointed in a sense when you look at the statements that we've seen from the international community, America and Britain in particular, in the last 3 or 4 days? You had the US ambassador saying on record that there's no evidence to link the ISI to these attacks after the Prime Minister said that official agencies must have been involved. You have the British Foreign Secretary saying that, and also on this point of extradition saying that, well, they don't need to be extradited to India, let's try them in Pakistan. Is there a sense of disappointment in India?
First of all, you can't generalize. I think there is a strong, very strong, uncomfortable pressure on Pakistan by the international community. I do not believe that these people should only be caught and apprehended and tried in Pakistan. So I think there is a lot to be said when a country which is a neighboring country exports terror and the people are on its soil, whether official or non-official actors, well, they have to be made available to stand trial in the country in which they have exported terror. In a sense, it is entirely possible for Pakistani court to acquit this person or other persons on the ground that in fact he did nothing illegal on Pakistan soil. And that short point of acquittal would make a laughing stock of the whole issue.
Okay, so you admit that you're disappointed. You wanted to make a point.
Yeah, I think, the fact is that the terrorists who attacked Bombay also killed foreign citizens, they killed British citizens, they killed American citizens. Pakistan, as Mr. Singhvi pointed out, has handed over people to America in the past. Mir Amal Qasi, for example, KSM, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, these people have been handed over in the absence of, without any kind of legal procedure. Now, even if Pakistan has reservations about sending people to India,